Hello students, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great and your studies are going on well because the final timetable is out from KSLU and I hope that you have received the same and you are preparing for your exams. Now, when we talk about exams, starting off the semester, it's all well and good. We think that we will study the entire syllabus, we will study each and every topic, we will study properly with cases, sections, and everything. But towards the end of semester, we realized that we have wasted a lot of time and maybe now we don't have a lot of time to focus on each and every topic. And at that stage, what becomes important for us is to know which all are the common questions or probable questions for the examination. And in this video, I will be discussing with you the important questions from Unit 3 of Jurisprudence. Now, one disclaimer, even though I'm saying that these are important questions or probable questions, I am not saying that you should only study these questions and go for examination. But rather, I'm saying that you can pay a little more attention in these questions because these are common questions, these are commonly asked questions. Apart from that, I will always advise you that go through each and every topic or at least have a basic idea or basic understanding on all the topics which are mentioned in your syllabus. So now this is the jurisprudence syllabus that we have from KSLU. Now let's look at the important questions. So this is unit 1 of jurisprudence. I have classified the questions into long answers and short notes or problem-based questions for some of the subjects because problem-based questions are going to be super important from this semester onwards as KSLU has changed the question paper pattern. I have also made a detailed video showing you the notification wherein they explained what will be the new question paper pattern like. So make sure you have checked that out and make sure that you know what is going to be the question paper pattern before you appear for your exam. Now let's look at the questions. Now we will move to important questions from Unit 3 of Jurisprudence. So I have around 18 questions. You can either get this as a long question or as a short note also. If it is a long question, you need to write in detail. If it is a short note, you can write it a bit briefly. So first we have explained legislation, meaning, scope and kinds. What is legislation? What is the meaning of legislation? Its scope and its kinds. Explain the advantage of precedent, why precedent is needed, how it helps. You need to explain that. Critically examine the legislation as a source of law. So definitely from Unit 3, something around sources of law you can expect. It can be write a short note on sources of law. It can be write a note on any of the specific sources also, or it can be how a specific source helps, like that also you can expect questions. Explain the circumstances destroying or weakening the binding force of precedent. Explain the different sources of law. Explain the circumstances weakening the binding force of precedent. Explain superiority of legislation over the other sources of law. Explain the circumstances destroying the binding force of precedent. Discuss the nature of legislation as a source of law. What is ratio decidency? State how it is determined, how we decide what is ratio decidency of a certain decision. Define legislation. What are the advantages of legislation over precedent? Explain the requisites of valid custom. What kind of customs can be considered as a valid custom? What are the conditions that it need to satisfy, or what are the essentials that we need? Explain custom as a source of law. Discuss legislation is superior to other sources of law. Explain in brief the different sources of law. Explain the circumstances destroying or weakening the binding force of precedent. Write a note on precedent. Discuss how legislation is better than other sources of law. So these are some of the questions that we can expect. These two are similar only. Discuss the nature of legislation. There was one more question, I think, related to this. Okay, this one. Discuss legislation is superior. So I can remove this one because it is same only. Okay, maybe I will remove the other one. So total 17 important or probable questions from unit. 3 of Jurisprudence. So that's all for today's video. I hope you will prepare well for your exams and all the best for your exams. Once your exams are over, I request you to share your question papers with me on the WhatsApp number so that I can share it with other, like your juniors, right? If I upload it on YouTube, it helps a lot more students. So make sure you share it because that also helps me uh, list down the important or commonly asked questions for the upcoming batches. So I would always request you, whatever exam you are appearing for, whatever semester, whatever subject, always make sure to share the question paper so that I can list down the important questions from there, taking reference from there. So that's all for today's video. Until we meet next time, all the best for your exams and bye.